Hello everyone, Tyler M here. So since I recently hit 8K subscribers, by the way, thank you so much everyone for 8K, I decided to film the BNSF special. And this time I decided to go somewhere new, since I really wanted to try out that place. What place am I talking about? Well, it's not in Ontario. I decided to try out Dorval Quebec. Dorval Quebec has two stations, one BCRAIL and one EXO. And this spot is also near the CN Tash Road and the CP St. Luc Yard in Montreal. So this spot is really busy. Most of the Kingston, York, and Belleville sub-trains will go by this station. And don't forget we got the Ottawa to Quebec City via trains as well. And don't forget the EXO commuter trains, which is Montreal's version of GO Transit. Since it is a fairly long drive to get there, my friends and I took via P62. And this was my first time riding in a Siemens charger set. But all in all, what did I think of that? I have to say that it was really smooth. It wasn't too bumpy and stuff. And the ride was really quiet too. And then the next day I took via P65 to get back home. And it had an F40PH leader, and that being 64.6 and 909 as the rear. And let me tell you, riding in one of the LRC cars was kind of really rough. We hit a lot of bumps along the way when we go over switches. And there was a vibrating noise when the train picks up or slows down. And not to mention that we got into Oshawa an hour and 10 minutes late due to multiple 30-mile-per-hour speed restrictions due to the heat. Anyways, I've talked long enough about the ride. Let's get started with my 8 fastest subscribers BNSF special, which will feature everything. I really hope you enjoyed it. Alright everyone, welcome to my 8 fastest subscriber BNSF special, as we got an extra rail train pulling in. Today we are at a new spot, but we are not in Ontario. We are in Dorval, Quebec. Right now at the EXO rail train station, you can see here. And over there is the BCRAIL train station. There's 2 subdivisions. The BCRAIL platform is on CN, and the EXO rail is on CPs. So we can get the following trains: CN, CP, BCRAIL, and EXO rail. Oh. Oh yeah, I see a red signal out there. Yeah, so this is my first time coming here. And while it looks like this is going to be a really busy spot, we are definitely going to be going between these 2 platforms. Right now we are on the EXO rail. So yeah. So thank you so much everyone for 8K. I really appreciate that. And I'm not alone right now because my friend Nolan, friendly neighborhood rail fan, and rail fan Charles are here with me. Yeah, so yeah. Anyways, make sure you give this video a really big thumbs up, and let's see what we will catch at Dorval this afternoon. I probably won't be filming all the EXO rail trains, but here's one stopped at Dorval right now. Anyways, I'll pause it now. And there goes the EXO rail with the unit smoking a little bit, you can see here. $13.61. So basically, EXO rail is GO Transit by Montreal. Anyways, I'll pause it now until something else happens, so see you in a bit. So like I mentioned, there is 2 subdivisions in Dorval, Quebec. One CN and one CP. The BCRAIL platform is located at mile 11.48 on the Montreal subdivision, and the EXO rail platform is located at mile 4.9 on the CP's Dorval subdivision. Sorry if I couldn't pronounce that well. I'm not good with French, LOL. By the way, we spent a good 20 hours at Dorval. Well, we call it a day at 8:30 p.m. But we start again at 7 a.m. the next morning. So day 1 of our trip was taken on Tuesday, July 15th. And we caught 10 trains that day. Anyways, let's get started with our trains, shall we? So the first train that we caught is via P26. Coming out of Ottawa and it's heading to Quebec City. Most of the via trains had a Siemens charger set. This set was led by 2213, and trailing it is cab car 2313. And the sets had 5 passenger cars, and 24 axles too. The next train that we caught is via P69. Coming into the central station in Montreal and it's heading to Trois-Usines station. It was led by cab car 2326, which will crew give us a wave. And pushing it is 2226. And once the train stops at the platform, there was trouble. So we got problems at the station. The P69 is stuck here because they actually shut down the Montreal sub. They did that because 69 actually spotted a trespasser that was actually on the tracks. So because of that, they shut down the Montreal sub and they actually called the police. But police are actually here at the station right now looking for that person. And they're walking down the tracks just after the station trying to look for that person. Thankfully, it's not us because I know the crew gave us a wave, so they didn't mind us filming and stuff, and we were behind the yellow line when the train came in. So yeah. So because of that, the Montreal sub is on a shutdown right now. So basically the trains are shut down for now. And if you take a look, we got an eastbound CN train, that being M372. It's also stopped down the tracks. But although 69 still has a signal through there, so it's green for it, you can see here. So yeah, hopefully the shutdown won't last that long, and hopefully the trains will get back up and running soon. Anyways, I'll pause for a minute until something else happens. Thankfully, the shutdown didn't affect the CP tracks, so the extra rails kept on running. While we were waiting for the line to reopen, extra rail 1323 pulled in. It is a F59 PHI, and they are not really that common here. Not long after that, the line finally reopened, so 69 can finally depart Dorval. Not long after that, the eastbound CN train started to move after sitting down the track. And here to explain it is Carson, the CN and BCRAIL fanner. Take it away.
So, the next train that Tyler caught was CNM 372, heading eastbound from the Macmillan Yard in Toronto, Ontario, to the Tachereau Yard in Montreal, Quebec. Laying the train was a DC GEVO, that being CN 2269. And for the mid DPU is IC 2717 at -9. And back to you, Tyler.
And 372 has 111 freight cars. We were on the EG&E platform because our CP train was getting ready to go. We will come back to it in a bit. Now here to explain the next train is Carson once again. Take it away.
And so, the next train that Tyler caught was via P37, headed westbound from the Quebec City VIA station in Quebec City to the Ottawa VIA station, Ottawa, Ontario. Leading the train was a VIA 903, a P42DC, and for the rear engine is 6441, an F40PH, and this guy has 4 LRC passenger cars.
Well, 5 actually. And just before that VIA departed, an EG&E train pulled in heading westbound. Now here to explain the next train is the Halton Subway fan. Take it away.
Next train here coming in is via P64, going from Toronto to Montreal. 909 up front, a P42DC, and on the rear, 6406. 8 passenger cars and 40 axles.
So the next train that we caught is via P28. Coming out of Ottawa is heading to Quebec City. It was led by 2212, and trailing it is cab car 2312. But wait, there's more. After 28 pulled into the station, along came CPKC 119. So we basically got a VIA and a CP train meet. So 119 comes out of the St. Luc yard in Montreal and is heading to Edmonton, Alberta. And this train runs on the McTeer sub, but however in the early mornings. So leading the train up front are 2 new CP Tier 4 GFOs, which is in the new CPKC paint scheme. And that being CP7455. Trailing second is CP7434. Trailing third is a safety inspection boxcar, and that being CP60. And for mid-DPU is KCS Professor M44, and EMD SC70 ACE. And 119 has 144 cars. But first here's VIA 38 pulling into Dorval.
Les portes côté droit à Dorval. À vous? Ça va être bon pour les portes côté droit à Dorval sur le 28, c'est bien exact? Oui, c'est bien exact. Terminé. À l'équipage, il y a 28 sur les portes côté droit, right side, côté droit.
Now here is 119 getting clearance.
707, 797 to 7455, 7455 west. 3 proceed on north track from begin end CTC sign
Sailors are. To Beacon End. CTC sign. St. Paul 4. Clan 707, okay to repeat.
After repeating,
8 complete, MB. 8 complete, MB. Acknowledge Dr. Lacombe. And also we have a deadhead crew on the second unit. 2 deadheading with you. Perfect. Reader, make sure the axle count's good and get ordered up. Sounds good. 7455 West Oak. Alright, TCO.
after getting 119, we got word that there was a CN train that was 5 minutes away from Dorval. So we decided to head back to the VIA platform. Now getting to the EXO or the VIA platforms is not that easy. Let me show you what I mean. So to get from the VIA platform from the EXO platform, you have to go inside this building. After that, you have to go down the stairs, and once you get down there, it will lead you to a walkway. That is for a tunnel which will take you onto the tracks. So you follow that tunnel down, and once you get to the end of the tunnel, there's some more stairs to climb, and then you go outside. That's where the bus station is. And then all you need to do is just follow the walkway down to the VIA rail platform, and that's it. A simple thing to do. But the downside is that it will probably take some of your time. It will probably take you 5 minutes to get to the other platform. And no, you can't cross the tracks to get to the other platform because that is fenced off, and that will be trespassing. So anyways, back to what happened next. So my friends and I headed back to the VIA rail platform. No one was ahead, and Friendly Neighborhood Rail Fan was with me. Once we got outside to the bus station, Friendly Neighborhood Rail Fan and I heard a locomotive rumbling. So I quickly got in my phone, and sure enough, once I got my camera rolling, a train was passing by. And that's CN M321. Coming to the St. Lambert Yard in St. Lambert, Quebec, and is heading to the Macmillan Yard in Concord. 321 is a night runner on the Kingston and York subdivisions. It usually gets to Toronto around 4 a.m. So that's why I don't see this train that much. As a matter of fact though, this is actually my second time seeing 321. The first time was at Lofton last year, and that was running late due to mechanical issues. Anyways, that 321 that we caught had 3023 leading, the Elgin, Joliet, and Eastern Heritage Unit. And trailing second behind that is 3391, which was originally BNSF 4567. And that has 64 freight cars. And even though I missed it, I didn't really care. Because I caught 3023 leading on Z112 a day before our trip. No one was able to see it. And since I got a bad shot of 3023, which you can see from the pictures, I'm not going to use mine. I'm going to use Nolan since he actually gave me permission to use his video. So Nolan, if you're watching this, thank you so much for letting me use your video. Anyways, here's 321. Wow. Well, looks like we missed CN M321 with 3023 leading. Oh well, it's no big deal for me because I already caught that unit recently on Z112 if you haven't seen that live stream a day before. So it's not really that big of a deal. I was able to catch it at least. So yeah, such a shame too. Just when we were going back to the VIA platform after catching 119. Such a shame. Anyways, there goes 321, which goes from Saint-Lambert, Quebec to the Macmillan Yard in Concord. Up ahead. Anyways, I'll pause it for now until something else happens. After that, we walked to McDonald's to get dinner. Alrighty, so we just had dinner at the McDonald's here. It was good as usual. Now we are walking back to the fuel station. So yeah. Hopefully we'll get something else along the way.
Went to McDonald's just to take our mind off what happened.
Yeah. Such a shame too that we missed 3023, but oh well. I really don't care for it that much. It's just a GEVO and a heritage unit.
You guys already see my clip anyway.
Yeah. Oh well, another one bites the dust. Anyways, if you're enjoying this special so far, then make sure you give it a really big thumbs up because we got a lot more trains to come in this video. I'll pause it for now. So the next train that we caught is CPKC 2-231. An Actual 1 mixed train coming to the St. Luc Yard in Montreal and is heading to Bensenville, Illinois. It was led by CP 8057, which is an AC 4400 CWM, and the engineer give us a wave. Trailing second is CSX 7223, a CM44 AC rebuild. And for mid DPU is CP 8624, an AC 4400 CW. And that has 141 freight cars and 41 rail cars in the middle, which is from 133. So we're going to drop off the rail cars at the Asian Courtyard in Scarborough, since that's heading to Schiller Park, Illinois. Anyways, in total, 2-231 has 182 cars. And we were not alone for this one because we have Charlos, Lucas 185, and Nick Fence 56 were there with us. Now here is via P39 departing Dorval, which goes from Quebec City to Ottawa.
Did he upload it on IG already? That's a via. Yeah, or actually, no, actually, what was the unit? Okay, this is the floor, so he's got the
Did you hear him say have a good night?
Yep. After that, we called it a night. But however, we got one more train in the hotel room since it was facing to the tracks. And let's just say it was another surprise for us. So the train that we caught is CN M377. Coming to the Tashiel Yard in Montreal and is heading to the Macmillan Yard in Concord. Leading the train is 3115, the BCRAIL Heritage Unit. And trailing second is 2987. Oh no.
What?
Don't tell me it has something good on it.
No, it's not good.
Okay, what's on it today? Oh, here it is. So we got 3115.
Are you serious?
Are you serious?
Wait. Oh my god. What?
3115.
Huh.
And another G for trailing second.
I didn't see it very good.
Yeah, no, that was 31.
That was 3115 leading through Dorval right now. Wow. The second heritage unit in a day.
When did that go to Tashiel?
Already, day 2 of our trip. And as soon as we got to the station, we got via P61 sitting with an F30PH leader. And that being 6439. So yeah. Anyways, that's all for the best. We will get something good until our Alpheria comes in. And that being after 11 a.m. So, I'll pause it right now until that via departs. So via P61, which goes from Montreal to Toronto's Union Station, was led by 6439. And that has 6 passenger cars.
61 is them. Doors are closed and secured, over.
61 doors closed, secure, crest over.
It is correct, thank you.
Here we go. Actually, have to refresh this way. You should do that. Sorry, close on there for exit 3, Sofonket, Bravo, Bravo, Alpha, Pedal until West, Sofonket, Bravo, Bravo, et Pedal Indicto, S, Sofonket, Bravo, Alpha, protégé dans CCC, c'est exact, ok, point.
So day 2 of our trip was taken on Wednesday, July 16th. And I filmed 6 trains that day before I went back on via P65. Anyways, the next train that we caught is CN E271. A westbound all-direct train coming out of Montreal and is heading to Battle Creek, Michigan. It was led by 2302, which BNSF will give us a K5 HL horn salute. And trailing second is 2617. And that has 74 all-directs. So the next train that we caught is CPKC 2-114. Coming out of Vancouver and sending to Montreal. This had 2 GFOs, and that being CP8734. And for mid-DPU is KCS 4685. And 114 has 67 rail cars before the DPU, and 67 freight cars after the DPU, making a total of 134 cars. So the next train that we caught is via P63, coming out of Montreal and sending to Toronto Union Station. It was set by 911, which we engineer give us a horns of it. And that has 4 passenger cars.
You see the headlight?
7430 ECP 30 Good morning.
The next train that we caught is CPKC 9-114. An extra one in the motor train also coming out of Vancouver and is heading to Montreal. Leading the train is another new CPKC unit, and that being CP7470. And not to mention it has the Strathcona logo on the side too. And for a mid-DPU is KCS 4769, which is another GFO. And how many cars they have? Well, it doesn't matter. I'm saying that because I forgot to count. But there are some more freight cars after the mid-DPU. And however, they were picked up at the Ancient Courtyard in Scarborough. MJM Productions caught this train on the MacTier sub. And it didn't have any freight cars. There was also some spine cars on the MacTier sub as well. But however, they were dropped at Fawn into Moritomo. So there's no spine cars when we went through Dorval too. Now here to explain the next abandoned train that we caught is Carson once again. Take it away.
So, the next and final train that Tyler caught was CN M305. Headed from Moncton, New Brunswick to Toronto. It is led by 3354, a brand new AC44CC7 rebuilt BNSF-9. It was originally BNSF 4475, which the engineer gave you a horn salute and the conductor gave us a wave. And for the mid-DPU is CN 3220, the 100-year anniversary GEVO. And back to you, Tyler.
And 305 has 141 freight cars. Alright everyone, that's gonna be it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed the 8K special at Dorval Quebec. All in all, we had a wonderful time rear-ending. We definitely caught a lot of trains during the both days we were here. So yeah, and all in all, we had a good time. Hopefully in the future we can make a return here. Like maybe in the future I can do another rear-end trip back here. Like take another rail and then rear-end for the day and stuff. So yeah, anyways, I have to get going right now because my rail, which is 65, is going to be pulling in pretty soon. So yeah, anyways, if you enjoyed all the trains that we caught at Dorval for the 8K special, then you know what to do. Make sure you give it a really big thumbs up and subscribe to more videos if you haven't already. That will really help me a lot. And go subscribe to Friendly Neighborhood Rear-end who is here with me right now. And I'll share it to my friend Nolan. And also go subscribe to Rear-end Charlos, Lucas185, and Nick Rear-57. If you want to check them out, they'll leave their links in the description when I have a chance. Anyways, until my next Rear-end video, I will see you guys later. Peace out folks, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Have a wonderful day or evening, depends if you're watching this LOL. And thank you everyone for 8,000 subscribers. Let's get up to 9,000 now, and pretty soon we will get up to 10K. Well guys, I better get going, so I will see you guys in the next video when I have a chance to do another one, which is probably going to be a balance up video or Go Transit video, LOL. Yeah, anyways, hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out folks, and have a wonderful day. Say goodbye guys.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Yep. Anyways, hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Once again, thank you everyone for 8K. I really hope you enjoyed it as much as me filming it.